Good morning, interwebs. It's 11:23 at night, and I hadn't filmed anything yet because, well, I just hadn't today. But Steve, I'm getting you adult scissors instead of those little kid ones. But Steve is getting ready for work. He goes, "You want to film an unboxing?" He was just joking, but
here it goes. What could it be?
Now make sure you hold those scissors in a really dangerous manner so that you can make all the parents watching really anxious. Oh boy, a box in a box! It's a very useful box. Those are actually very useful for storing cards. Oh, what do we have?
New shoes!
Do they have that new shoe smell?
Yes. Would you like to try?
Oh, those smell so much better than the old shoes do. Oh, they do. You know what that smell reminds me of?
What?
Does it just smell like when you worked at Fleet Feet in high school? Like,
yes.
Just the whole place just reeked of that new shoe smell.
Uh-huh.
Steve sold shoes in a former life.
Yes, I did. Now I get to put them on.
Yay! Now, you haven't been doing your walking tapes at work, right? Because you've been running?
No, because I've been running instead.
Yeah, Steve's been running around in the morning around the section.
The quarter section.
Which ends up being 4 miles, like...
Or no, I guess it would be a whole section, because there's 4 quarter sections in
Yeah.
the section. So yes, 4 miles.
Yes, he runs 4 miles. The other day he ran 6.
Yes, I went around 2.
And I run not at all, because nothing has chased me in a while. And we are glad of that fact. That nothing has chased me, not that I haven't run, but, you know. Okay, so now that Steve is gone, we shall chat a bit about my day. I don't really think I have all that much to show from my day. I did get, some samples. These are for, like, craft kits. I have some that go in my booth. And one of the things I got are these, they're like blank plastic hot pads and fabric markers. So these will be packaged together. I take one, I make it up. I'm going to take pictures and, like, I had some photo frames. They're cards that ended up looking like that. It's the same thing with this. And then these are little baskets that you can also color with fabric markers and you tie together. So I need to actually take pictures of these. I didn't finish them till it was getting to be dusk. Here is a quick spin around view of where the craft room is at. I need to take those downstairs. Those are light brights that are going to the thrift store. And I had this up against the door, but I moved everything so I could close the door so I don't wake up all the kids. So, and then I actually, this is almost cleared off. These are things that need to be craft kitted up. And then I put some more of my Cutesy Poo supplies up there. Those are all unfinished wood things that need to be painted. Those are display baskets. And this is a package of baskets for gift baskets and stuff. So, definitely progress being made in here, but I didn't spend much time in here today. I spent quite a while hanging out with Steve this afternoon, which is good. We actually spent a decent amount of time as a family hanging out. We watched some Gilmore Girls and just, like, chatted. And then we had leftovers for lunch. And then the kids went to sleep and Steve and I had tasty treats. And then I think that the cheesecake must have been too rich and it made me really sleepy. And so I fell asleep for, like, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes of, like, I can't control it, sleep in the chair by the fire because it was so warm and I was so cold. And then, yeah, the kids woke up, so I hung out with them, and we had an okay evening. I don't know, kind of devolved toward the end. Like, all of a sudden, they could just no longer, like, function. And I apparently had no patience left, so that is never a good combination. I also today, or like this evening, started working on the front of my sweater, and it's turning out good. I got a lot of it done. It's put away though. And then I started playing with one of the burnout pops, and I'm enjoying it. The colors are nice. In comparison to the Premier Sweet Rolls, I mean, I think they're very similar. I am enjoying the way the pops are caked. I mean, it's not a big difference. I think it, I don't know, it just, it feeds a little nicer. And it seems like a loftier yarn. I mean, they're both pretty soft. The colors are more vibrant in the pops, but in part I think it's because I'm using a more poppy color that I've used of the sweet rolls. But the yarn, despite being the same weight, the pops are fuzzier and yeah, more lofty, which is kind of a difference I've noticed between Bernat and Premier as a general rule. Premier yarns to me don't seem to have a very big fuzz factor, which is good. In most cases it means that they're less pilly. So we will see how this turns out in the, you know, long run with use. Other things about my evening that were highlights. One of the highlights is this yummy fruit smoothie that I am drinking. It was filled up to like here. It has cucumber cubes and peaches and beets and apple jelly, and I put a little bit of orange juice in to help blend everything together, and that was really, really tasty. Certainly a highlight of my day. Another highlight of my day was actually that my son got a splinter in his foot, which that's, you know, not great, but we're going up to bed. He's wearing a pair of footy pajamas, which has a hole in the footy, because, you know, he's the second kid to wear them, and it was a favorite pair, so that's, you know, a thing. So he goes, Mom, my foot, it has a splinter. So I look, I'm like, okay, don't touch it. I can probably still get the end. And I run downstairs, and I get the tweezers. Well, I pull it out, and it was probably at least a ½ an inch long, and I got it out in one piece. Well, then I come downstairs, and I get a splinter in my foot. Like, I feel myself step on something. So then I'm, like, limping around on the toe of my foot to get in a room to sit in this chair under this light so I can see my foot, right? So I pull my foot up. I'm like, hello, I still have the tweezers in my pocket. So I got to pull it out, and I didn't. A lot of times in the process of trying to get to the tweezers, if I get a splinter in my own foot or something in my own foot, I end up grinding it in, and, you know. So it was just kind of exciting that I was prepared. Not that getting splinters in your feet is a good thing, but I was prepared. So now I'm going to finish clearing off the table, drink my smoothie, and watch YouTube for just a little bit here. Wait till I'm sure everybody is asleep for sure. And then I'm going to film tutorials, because that has to happen tonight. So